So, last time we finally left the year 2,418,177. We stopped the civil war between the rebel army and the war globes. We got them to make up, and the war globes actually believe that humanity has progressed enough in order to be left alone in order to restore the planet, thanks in part to our group convincing the rebels not to continue humanity's cycle of violence. So we went back into the TARDIS and we were ready to go to the year 2134. That is until Santa Claus and River messed with the keyboard again and sent us to the year 1272.
What's he doing?
Now, unlike before where this was an accident, this was on purpose because Santa Claus wanted to meet his ancestors. And the Doctor has been pleading and begging with him not to mess up time.
If you're going to do it, Clover, wait till she's over there.
I think
I want to be caught in this fire.
as well.
Yes, Explodicus was trying to help with that.
Betty.
From the Flintstones?
Black Betty Crocker.
Our dog is playing with our cat, and our cat's not having it, and the dog's jumping all over the place. She keeps jumping on us and hitting us in the face with her ass.
Oh.
We're sitting on the
no
floor.
longer in my ears.
But
well,
did you
then,
ask Santa Claus a question?
Not yet. I was just doing the
recap, okay.
Beginning of episode recap. Yeah. So we are currently in the North Pole. We were following directions from a polar bear who is pointing us north because Vator last session learned how to speak polar bear. We were trying to make it to the river.
I remember now.
Not to river. She's with us. We're trying to make it to the river.
Yeah.
Anyway, dumb joke aside, the group were following the polar bear's direction, and as they were, the group were taking in the sights. It was currently nighttime in the North Pole, where they could see the stars brightly shining overhead, guiding their way. It was honestly a beautiful scene. I mean, other than the fact that it was absolutely freezing outside, the Doctor was very much regretting that he didn't bring some gloves. Vator, do you have like a hand warming function?
Not really.
That would be very useful, right?
When did Vader go British?
Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't have a hand warming feature, but I could always, I guess, add one.
Can you roll, Hunter, to see if he can add a hand warming feature? Okay. Vator then, like the orb that comprises his body starts rotating, like the very top portion, like top quarter, and then the two sides start rotating. And as the Doctor is holding him, trying to figure out what's going on, he can feel heat coming out. He puts his hands on the portions that are rotating. Vator, you did it! How did you... Does that mean you're upgrading yourself?
Possibly.
He is AI! AI does that.
True, but I'm just wondering, who made you?
That doesn't make sense of why the ship would repair itself.
Whoa, Phoenix, you're feedbacking.
Minor damage.
That was me.
There we go. No. Oh.
Well, that's better. So, have you been here before, Santa Claus? I would assume so.
No,
Of
technically
course
he's
I
been here
have.
after.
Of course I have. This is the North Pole.
I
So,
had no
you
idea.
know where we're going.
Yes, we're going north.
So, why am I in the lead?
That is a question I've been asking myself.
See the doctor, he kind of like nudges Santa Claus in front of the group.
No, Doctor. He's technically been here
All right.
after, not before.
All right. Well, before I start walking, a little funny joke. Follow me and everything will be all right. All right. Now we're on our way. Imagine the group is like, where did that come from?
The doctor is. He's got a raised eyebrow. He doesn't respond. He just looks confused.
Wow. No one liked my joke either.
I gotta say, where the hell did that come from?
Because I was thinking, Phoenix.
He technically kind of explained it earlier. Anyways.
With that, Santa Claus begins leading the group. As they continue onward, they do see some other polar bears, though they seem to be either sleeping or just getting some fish for the night. They don't seem to be concerned with the group walking. Now, I would like everybody to roll. I gotta look at our stats because I can't remember. Roll for awareness.
Santa Claus said, roll
Sorry,
2d6.
let me roll for you.
Avery said Santa Claus game _ die. Result, 2d6, 5, 2. Total, 7. The doctor said, roll
wow.
2d6. Avery said the doctor game _ die. Result, 2d6, 5, 1. Total, 6. Avery said Viator game
Well, I
_ die.
can definitely
Result,
Damn.
2d6,
guarantee
6,
that.
6. Total, 12.
Jeez, okay.
Explodicus said, roll
hang on,
2d6.
What is everyone's
Avery said
awareness?
Explodicus game _ die.
Okay.
Result,
I think mine's pretty
2d6,
good.
6,
Yeah,
3.
yours is
I think
pretty
it's my
good.
highest.
9. Riverdon
I think
said,
it's my highest
roll
stat,
2d6.
actually.
Avery said Riverdon game _ die. Result, 2d6, 6, 1. Total,
Yeah, wow,
7.
okay. As the group were walking, they all felt a sensation
We'd be too far from
that something was watching them.
Okay,
Something directly.
Orders of the verb, and he said,
It
okay.
wasn't the polar
where you're at.
bears.
Right now, your chair.
As they slowly look around, behind one of the pillars of snow, they think they can see the side of someone's head just poking out.
I think someone's pretty peculiar. There's a head sticking out over there.
I agree.
Did
Do you
I
think-
call out to the fellow?
If you'd like to, yes.
Can I just call him Jack? Can I just yell Jack?
Yes.
Do I have to roll first to see what his response would be?
It depends on if you want to try to appeal to him. If you want him to try to be more friendly when you do it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Do I have to roll then?
Yes.
Avery said Santa Claus game _
They
die.
are outgoing.
Result, 2d6, 6,
Okay.
1. Total,
All right.
7.
Say what you're gonna say.
Hello, Jack. Is that you?
Last time I heard it was hit the road, Jack, not hello.
I
The
said, hello, Jack.
the head pops up. They see that It appears to be a middle-aged man. He has very long brown hair as well as a long, shaggy brown beard. He appears to be heavily dressed for the occasion, and he appeared to have some sort of a book or diary of some kind. My name's not Jack, but hello there. Are you the locals here?
Yes, I am. These are my friends. Yes, we are local.
I suppose we're as local as they come, mainly him. I see, it's a pleasure to meet you. He starts striding over. He seems like
My
a
name is
very...
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus? You mean the Santa Claus?
The one and only.
Well, why did you just say so? He starts like patting Santa Claus on the back. You're the man. Yeah.
I love how he just doesn't pick on that Santa Claus knew his name was not Jack.
Yeah. No. You're exactly the one I was looking for.
Really? Because I was looking for my family at the river.
At the river, you say? Well, I was just there a little while ago. Though I didn't see anyone there. I did see some homes, but they were all abandoned.
Abandoned, you say?
Would you mind showing us? We were trying to follow directions from Polar Bear. You know, when I say that out loud, it sounds pretty ridiculous.
Also,
Yeah.
along the way, I promised my friends we could hit up the donut shop. I can't remember what we called it, but
I can't remember either. I honestly completely forgot about that.
The one thing you didn't take notes on.
I know, it literally was the one thing I didn't take notes on.
Wow.
it was. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Babe, do you remember what we called them?
No.
It was like donuts and tea or donut. I can't remember. That's a shame because that was hilarious. The doctor discovered the donuts and he said he wanted to stop there along the way
Yes.
because Santa Claus said that they were the best donuts in the land.
I did just have
and then y'all was like, "What's a donut?"
I did have the dumbest idea for what it could be called.
What?
The donut hole.
That's what it was.
Was that really it?
Yes.
Okay, the donut hole it is.
Hopefully.
Well, that's what it is now.
Because
I think
the
that sounds
doctor
right.
was like, "What's a donut?"
So the man, he nods. Oh, yes, the donut hole. I was just there. Very warm, very delicious, I must say. I had to journal it down.
A journal?
Quite. You've been journaling, and you asked if we're the locals. Are you not from here? Oh, no. I'm all the way from Italy. The name's Marco Polo, and I'm doing a quest across the world.
Well, Marco Polo, do you want a present?
A present? Why, sure.
I'm probably gonna have to roll to see if I can
I
get
just
what
imagine like Spartacus just looks over at the doctor like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute. You mean this is Marco Polo?
I knew this
Yeah,
guy was a
basically the
retard.
expression I imagine like Spartacus giving
Avery
him.
said Santa Claus game underscore die. Result
Oh no!
2d6.
Do you
1,
want to
1.
re-roll?
Total 2.
Yeah, why not?
Avery said Santa Claus game underscore
There
die.
we go.
Result 2d6. 4. 4. Total 8.
As Santa Claus digs through his bag, he takes out
I imagine when he's digging through his bag, he's going, oh, nope, not that one. Nope, not that one either. Well, where is it? I think it's this one.
He takes out a snow globe. And this snow globe, inside of it, has a replica of Santa's workshop.
Tim Allen, baby. Oh,
I just see Santa Claus like look at River and wink. Like it. Is this? Look at the craftsmanship. And how did they detail it so much within this small size in this globe? He tilts the globe over and he sees like all the fake snow start falling down. My word. This must be revolutionary.
well, Merry North Pole Christmas.
Yes, very revolutionary. Only can be found here in the North Pole. The Doctor is trying his hardest to keep the secret of the modern snow globe from coming out and changing history.
Oh yeah, I forgot we was way back in time.
Yes. But that's okay.
And see, if I would have reminded that, I would have.
Would have given him like an old boot.
I imagine when we travel back to the future, he's going to be the richest man known to man because he invented the snow globe.
Oh, that would be awesome. Added to the backstory, Marco Polo invented the snow globe. That's great. Well then, follow me, friends. He then, like very theatrically turns around. Like he doesn't just turn around. No, he sticks out his leg, then turns himself while still standing on his other leg, and then starts marching forward.
This man is a character for sure.
Very eccentric.
Yeah.
Though I must say, I do like his style.
Did you like the snow globe?
Point, actually. You have a point.
Did you like the snow globe?
It was a nice snow globe, but I have to stress we are in the past.
Make sure he doesn't hear that.
Oh yes, I totally forgot.
Well, please try not to. We're coming! And with that, the Doctor quickly scampers after Marco Polo. I'm assuming the others do too. Is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Santa Claus does.
Okay.
Vader really doesn't have a chance or a choice.
Yeah, he's warming the Doctor's hand right now.
Can Santa Claus look around to find a snowmobile if he see if he could find one around? Oh,
Okay.
wait, never mind. We're in the past. Never mind.
Yeah, but I mean, we could have a
dog sled and dog sled.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. If you want to roll for that,
I forgot we're in the past again.
Wow, good job.
Avery said Santa Claus
Gary
game
needs a
_
new pair
Result,
of shoes.
2d6, 4. Total, 8.
Did it send?
It did.
Okay.
You got the same thing that you did last time. As Santa Claus is looking around the area, he does see a dog sled. And there do appear to be some dogs ready to go, but there's no one there. Like no person to man the sled. It's almost like it was abandoned.
Can Santa Claus write a letter in the snow and said, "Sorry, had to borrow your sled. Love, Santa Claus."
Yes.
He
Oh
said
my
yes.
gosh. Oh my gosh. I just had the dumbest idea. He writes that in the snow, but
Don't tell me he peed and wrote it.
well, no. I was gonna say he writes that in the snow, but then like the wind blows some of the snow over. So when he wrote it, he spelled his name Santa Claus, but then the snow changed it to say Santa Claus. And that's why people say his name like that.
Amazing.
Santa Claus gets on the dog sled, and the doctor looks. What are you doing?
Hop aboard.
Well, I said, was that just lying there?
Yes, it was, and I wrote a letter in the snow saying I was Santa Claus.
The doctor looks over. Are you sure you didn't put Santa Claus?
Actually, you're right, I did.
Ah, well, I suppose that's how history was going to go anyway. The doctor gets on.
Just
Marco
remember, you'll have
Polo, we have an easier way of travel if you might be able to guide us. He turns. Oh, some furry friends to assist us. He like leaps onto the sled.
They feel like dinosaurs.
Onward, my dino dog friends.
We're off to get the donuts from the best place in town.
I like the idea that it's called the
How
donut hole. And
delicious
people,
they are.
I like the idea that it's called the donut hole because they want people to think they sell donut holes, but no, they don't.
Yeah, that's
That
what I
was
was.
literally, wasn't that the
Yeah.
joke, babe? That we wanted to call it the donut hole because they didn't sell donut holes?
Oh yeah.
Because they named it after the center of the donut?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was literally the joke we made last week.
Ah,
Well, that's good. That's great. I also just want to point out, I love the fact that Santa Claus is not bothered by the fact that Marco Polo said that all the people down by the river were seemingly vanished. He doesn't care. He wants his donut. he can worry about that later.
The whole reason why he's there is for the donuts the rest was made up.
He made up the story about his ancestor.
Just so he can get a fucking donut.
Oh my gosh.
Feel sorry for those people though.
Wait, what do you mean? Well, I thought you said you knew them.
I'm just here for the donuts.
You can't be serious.
About as serious as that gift I gave you.
I'm thinking he might be.
I just see the doctor like face in his hands.
Nah, I do know that. I have ancestors there. He just.
But did he actually say that? Because I think that would be funny. He's just he's just screwing with the doctor at every turn.
Yeah,
I mean, he
I'll
was
say it.
last session.
Yeah, I'll say it. I'll do it.
The doctor's got his head in his hands, like Explodicus. Like it turns up his sound receptors, and he can hear the doctor silently screaming.
Yeah, no, just imagine Explodicus turns up his sound receptor so much he can practically like read his mind.
I can't believe this. This is the most difficult companion I have ever had, and that is saying a lot.
Hey, it'll be
Yeah,
worth it for the
it sounds
donut
like
holes, man. No, but I feel like we should still run into his ancestors. What'd she do?
Oh, we are.
Eddie. No. Yeah.
As they are mushed down a hillside, they can see what appear to be boxes of supplies. Basic stuff like food, some tents, but then they can also see bundles with spears. And once again, no one around.
It's quite quiet.
When did you become a Minecraft villager?
I didn't. I said
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm just imagining if this was animated for that 1 second, Santa Claus's head becomes the villager head.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, his arm just folded and just.
Yeah. No, the Minecraft.
That's what I was trying to tell you. Everyone is seemingly missing.
Maybe they all turned into Minecraft villagers. This place looks empty.
We should probably do something about this, but we should probably go to the donut hole first.
Damn. Does not care at all.
Now hold on. How close are we to the river? We should only be a few more paces. Mush, boys, mush! The dogs start going faster. Soon they could see out in the distance the river. It was fairly beautiful at this time of night with the moon light shining off of it, but the scene was very eerie. There was a campfire, still lit. There were tents around, and once again, boxes of supplies, but as the dogs stop and the group get up, there's no noise. As if no one was there.
I don't know how I feel about this place.
I'm checking the tents.
Yeah, I think.
The doctor.
Yeah, I'm check the tents as well. Do I have to roll to also check?
No.
Okay.
The doctor and Santa Claus approach the tents. As they look in each one, they found the same thing. Just empty. They did have like knapsacks in there to sleep in.
Well,
But other
golly, I hope they didn't get to the donut hole. Whoever's been taking these people.
Now, because we are looking in the tents, we will have to roll to see if we can find something.
The Avery said the doctor game _die. Result 2d6 6
Oh my gosh.
2. Total
4
8.
8s in a row.
Santa Claus said roll 2d6. Avery said
No,
Santa
I'll
Claus
also
game
roll.
_die. Result 2d6 3 5. Total 8. Avery said Explodicus game _die. Result 2d6 2 2. Total 4.
I didn't want to find anything anyways.
He just wanted to see if he could get an 8.
Explodicus was looking for clues as well, but outside. He did not find anything.
What?
However, the doctor and Santa Claus, as they tried rummaging around through the knapsack in the tents to see if they could find anything, they did find a piece of paper. Both of them did. As they take them out and unfold them, they see a drawing. The drawings are from two different people. It's clear on that. The quality of the drawing for both was not very high, though one was better than the other. However, both drawings appeared to be of the same thing. It looked like some sort of spiky monster. And at the top, above the image, it wrote Yeti.
Can Santa Claus roll to see if he has any knowledge about
You
this?
may.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Avery said Santa Claus game underscore die. Result, 2d6, 3, 4.
Uh-huh.
Total, 7.
It's so like it scares me how accurately I can do his voice.
You do a really good impression.
Or kids, let's go to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yep. Shut up, Goofy. This is my show.
As Santa Claus tries to think, he's trying to recall if he knows anything about this. He does remember a story that his grandpappy Claus told him. That long ago, in the North Pole, there did dwell a monster known as the Yeti. The Yeti would come out from underneath the snow and would take any human that it came across. No one was able to find any weakness for it. They tried hunting it down, but the humans were the only ones that became hunted. Until one day, when the Yeti mysteriously vanished. And to that very day, the Claus family believed that the Yeti might not have been a monster at all, but rather a spirit of the North, who was protecting the North Pole from people who were secretly trying to steal its wonders.
I know exactly what this is.
You
see,
know
back
what?
in the day, my great-great-grandpappy Santa Claus, he told me a story about how there was a monster going around taking people. But he also told me that he also believes that it's not a monster, that it's a protector, that it's a spirit. It's what was it again?
It's a spirit protecting the North.
It's the spirit protecting the North. I like to call it the North Protection Guard North.
Well, this doesn't look like any North Protection God North I've ever seen.
You see, it takes people who try to camp in the North Pole and who try to steal from the North Pole.
I see. Marco Polo walks up. Ah, the beast.
And the
You know-
Yeti. I better keep my mouth shut on this one.
You know, I've seen along my travels various other places where beings like this were seen. Really? Yes, yes. There was one known as the Grassman.
Ass man?
Another, the Sasquatch.
The ass crotch?
these creatures. I haven't actually seen one with my own eyes, but ever since I've heard of one, I've been trying to track them down myself. He shows the group his journal, and they see various sections along, or as he's flipping through the page, they all have like a title that says man-like creatures, and it's descriptions of various ones
I'll play with you.
for from various locations. Interesting.
What was that last part? My dog.
Essentially, Marco Polo has been saying that he's been documenting. He's been trying to track down these creatures. I'm going to have the doctor roll for ingenuity here. I want to see if the doctor's
Avery said to Dr. Game
help.
underscore die. Result, 2d6, 3, 4. Total, 7.
Doctor thinks to himself.
Yeah, but she was just like chomping her lips.
Oh, also, Phoenix, could you put down under skills for Explodicus, could you put down like detachment, and you can say can detach limbs and have them move on their own, because that's kind of a skill that he's developed throughout the campaign. I was adding skills that we've been getting to our character sheets earlier today.
I will.
What did I develop? Anything?
Yours, I did put it down, was actually wisdom, able to use extensive knowledge to figure out the best route for most situations.
I could have done that this whole time.
Well, no, that's just what Santa Claus has been doing recently. So I thought might as well add that as an actual skill that he has. The doctor looks at his notes. You've been tracking it. Did they mention anything about the creature moving or vanishing? Yes, every single place I've checked. I have talked with the locals. I've gone to every single spot that they said that it would appear, and it was gone. And perhaps there isn't more than one creature. Maybe they're all the same. What sort of creature could that even be? Trust me, I'm somewhat of an adventurer myself. I've been to many places, many odd ones. I've seen creatures of this sort. Well, I'm just glad that I have another expert with me.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to do something real quick, but I'm back.
Okay, well, the doctor has put it together that maybe the Yeti and all of the other monster sightings like it aren't actually different creatures. The doctor is thinking that they're all the same creature, and they're somehow getting from place to place really fast.
I wonder if they have a TARDIS.
I doubt that, though I guess I can't fully rule it out. Must be some...
Maybe they can teleport. Or maybe it's a spiritual thing.
The doctor looks at River.
Maybe a blimp.
River, do you recall how you got that device of yours?
Yeah.
What?
You remember how you got that device of yours?
Oh, I don't.
Interesting. Well then, at this point, I think there's only one thing that can be done. We must go on a Yeti hunt.
We're going on a Yeti hunt. We're going on a Yeti hunt.
I still don't know what a Yeti hunt is, but we're going on a Yeti hunt.
Like me and Sarah both immediately just start singing that.
Does anyone have any ideas of what we should do in order to try to find or lure this thing out?
Oh, I was about to say, if you ended at what we should do, I was going to say find a Yeti.
I was gonna say, can Santa Claus try to pull out a blimp from his bag so y'all could just like fly around?
You know what? Sure.
I don't know how we're going to explain this to our little friend, but
I'm sure we'll come up with some ridiculous excuse.
Avery
Well, I
said
mean, I
Santa
am
Claus game
Santa
underscore dot.
Claus. Well,
Result,
I could tell him
2d6.
it's how we
2,
get around.
5.
Like, I don't
Total,
I don't know.
7.
That's how he doesn't know how Santa Claus gets around because he sleeps at night. So we could just say that's how he actually gets around. There. Hello?
Yeah, hang on. I was typing something.
I was going to say I blew their mind.
As Santa Claus digs in his bag, he pulls out some sort of cart. It's big enough for all of them to fit in, which, I mean, the doctor was amazed by, but Marco Polo even more so. But then he keeps pulling, and he starts pulling out the balloon, and the doctor sees what he's doing, and he quickly pulls Santa Claus aside. What are you doing?
Don't you worry. Everyone's sleeping when Santa delivers anyway. This is how Santa gets around.
That's not okay. That's not the important part. The important part is that does not exist yet.
Right.
maybe it should.
I just invented it.
Oh my gosh!
I shall call it an air balloon.
I just feel like the doctor. He's just like staring, mouth half open, one eye twitching. And then
Or maybe.
Explodicus just like pops up behind him, and he's just like, "There, like maybe it'll work."
Basically, yeah.
And just maybe, I could also be known as a UFO.
It probably will be for a while.
But I like the idea of telling him. I like the idea of telling everyone that it has just been invented.
I love the fact that in this one session, like Santa Claus is like affecting history, but he's actually the cause of all this stuff. Like he's the reason why people believe in Santa Claus. He's the reason why people believe UFOs exist. So he pulls out the rest of the blimp.
Actually, to add to that, before I lose this thought, I like later on in the campaign, I like the idea of Santa Claus not changing something, and then they get to the future and they're just like, "Wait a minute, that's different," and it's like, "Wait, yeah, that was me." Like, I like the idea that the one thing that they notice is gone. It's because that they actually stopped Santa Claus from doing it in the past. If that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. As he finishes pulling out the balloon, Marco Polo is stunned and immediately starts writing in his journal.
Marco Polo, let me show you my new invention. I
Your
invented
new
this.
invention?
Yes, this is how I travel. It's called a hot air balloon. You see, I take this balloon, I tie it to these sides of the basket, I put a bunch of fire in it, and we rise.
Like
We
he's
could
just
probably-
trying to take it all in.
Come
We
on, let me show you.
Probably like take his journal after this.
As he slowly gets in, Santa Claus demonstrates as he turns on the fire, which Marco Polo like kind of ducks away from at first, and he just watches it as it starts inflating the balloon. That's genius.
You never had this technology back in the day.
The doctor like elbows Santa Claus in the stomach. What he means is you don't have this technology back home.
Yes.
Doc, I'm gonna throw him out the air balloon.
Oh, that hurt. But yes.
As the balloon starts to get at full size, the basket lifts up. Marco Polo quickly looks down at the bottom as he feels himself rising. And there, the group floats up in the night sky, looking down at the white wonderland that is the North Pole from the sky.
And this is how you control it. And I imagine he just like pulls on the little rope thingy that makes it go left and right, like makes it go down. You can't really go left and right in a hot air balloon. I don't know. You might be able to, but
I think you can. You can kind of steer it.
I think everyone has to lean. So I think he's telling everyone, check this out, and I need everyone to lean, and everybody's just.
I just see like Marco Polo's watching and on. He's like lifting a hand toward the lever. But I
Go for it.
grabs the lever and he pulls and he sees the fire appear again and inflate the balloon, letting them rise even higher. Magnificent. The world truly is full of wonders.
You can't go too high in it though, because you'll pop the balloon and we'll fall to our death.
Yes, probably best if you control it then. By the way, how do you know how to fly this?
You don't think I was born yesterday? This is how I got
Well-
around. I said that. Mm-hmm.
I thought you were making that up.
I thought you were born like years into the future.
The reindeers actually taught me, yes. They told me they was teaching me how to do this because they wanted to retire soon. But I couldn't afford to give them a retirement, so they tried to sue me and took my sled with them.
Oh, I'm sure Rudolph really appreciated that.
He sure did. He left some of his red nose droplets on the ground.
As they're flying.
Actually, you know, and as for the other reindeer, well, they're right here in my belly. Not every day you have an 8-point buck standing at your front door.
Oh my. I hope that doesn't get passed down in the legend. And then Marco Polo is just, oh yes, I've had reindeer before. Quite delectable, I must say.
It's good when you turn it into jerky.
I might hop off the balloon.
Could everyone roll?
Exploded because
No.
it explodes.
Avery sent the doctor game _die. Result 2d6, 1, 4. Total, 5. Santa
I don't
Claus said,
wanna
roll
roll.
2d6.
Babe, did you roll?
Avery said Santa Claus game underscore die.
I got a 2.
Result, 2d6, 4.
I don't know what I
5.
got because it's like
Total,
There's
9.
V4 that
Avery
does
said
sound.
V8 game underscore die. Result, 2d6, 1,
I
1.
I might
Total, 2.
I
Riverdon
think
said,
I'm gonna
roll
reroll
2d6.
actually.
what's Betty doing,
Avery said
babe?
Riverdon game underscore die.
What's Betty doing?
Result, 2d6, 4, 3. Total,
Damn.
7. Explodicus said,
Doctor
roll
can't see
2d6.
anything.
Avery said Explodicus game underscore die. Result,
Okay.
2d6,
Oh
1,
wow.
1.
Blind.
Total,
What's
2. The doctor said, roll 2d6.
Rivers?
Avery said the
I'm-
doctor game
I
underscore
don't,
die.
I don't want to say
Result,
this because I don't want it
2d6,
to be
1,
true,
2.
actually.
Total, 3.
As
Don't say it.
as the group
I really want to know, though.
is it something that you want to send me a message for?
Yes, because
Babe, I
like,
have an
part of me
idea
wants to know
for
the answer, but part
over
of me
here in
is
this
kind
corner.
of worried.
Because I think I'm gonna put the TV right there where the lamp is.
As the group look
Yeah,
down from the basket, while the rest aren't able to see anything of note, River and Santa Claus are actually able to spot something within the snow, within the white, moving.
It's Santa Claus. Wait, no, Is Santa Claus see it or does it just River?
Santa Claus also sees it.
Okay. Can Santa Claus approach it? Like, can he go up to it and see if he
Well,
can
we're
identify it?
we're in the air, but I mean,
Well, I mean, like, can he try to roll and to identify it to see?
we would have to like lower the balloon and get closer, but you can do that.
Oh, nah, I don't want to be discovered. Well, yeah, I might as well. What does River want to do? I'll give you an option first. Because you haven't done not much. There.
We could investigate. I was going to say investigate before you dare to leave.
Okay. She said the same thing I said. Let me roll. Oh, damn. Wait, no, that 3 wasn't
Avery said
me.
Santa Claus game underscore die. Result,
I've
2d6,
gotten a lot of
4,
sevens.
3.
You
Total,
have gotten a lot of sevens.
River, Avery said Riverdon game underscore die. Result, 2d6, 1,
I don't
1.
know what it is.
Total, 2.
Do you want to use your inspiration, River?
What?
What?
Daddy, what's she turn on?
Avery said Riverdon game underscore die.
Seven.
Result, 2d6,
What are you
4,
doing?
3. Total, 7.
Oh, in that case, I don't know if I. Yeah, well, it's still too late for that at this point, but. Oh. Yeah, I just saw your message. I'm not sure. I'm just not. That's doesn't have the same like effects.
What
At
time
least
is
in
it?
most situations.
8:48.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't want Daisy to hop on this rug.
You got one better out.
Because if so, I'm gonna be
I
mad.
do, but I want to find a way to contain her to the dining room.
You're gonna contain her like an anomaly? That's wow.
No, I contain her to the dining room.
I heard. Corey,
Yes.
Matthews.
would that technically have the same? Would that technically have the same effects?
Basically, yes.
Oh boy, that's fun.
Depending on how dire
are
the
you-
situation is, I might.
Okay. So if I know what you guys, if I think I know what your guys is talking about because I also said it in my head, is Explodicus going to explode and blow up the balloon so it can like release some air?
No,
Okay.
no, that's not what we're talking. No. Phoenix was just asking if rolling a 2 in this game would technically count as rolling a 1 in regular D&D, which would be like a no matter what, fail. Which, yes, it technically would be.
Sorry, my roommate is telling me something. Oh boy.
So, Santa Claus and River, as they kind of veer the balloon down toward the creature, they get a bit of a closer look, and they do see that white, that isn't snow that's on whatever is moving, that's hair. So whatever that, and it's definitely not a polar bear. So they would probably call this thing a Yeti.
Yes, let's go to the ground.
Okay, why?
Get a closer look.
What?
Didn't Marco Polo want to investigate this thing?
Well, yes, but why are we landing here?
Because it's the only flat surface. There's too many trees over there.
Oh my gosh. Just not telling the doctor.
He just wants to die.
No. Actually, I'll take him back up. We'll go back up.
Well, no. When I was, he hasn't explained that neither him nor River have actually said that they saw the thing. He was just like, yeah, we're gonna land here. Why? Because we wanna.
Oh, because that's the Yeti.
This here looks like a good landing spot. For no reason.
Wait. What?
That's the Yeti.
Yeah. Why would we want to go? Why down? Why not away?
Because we're not trying to steal from the North Pole. There's no way it's going to take us.
If
It is
that,
only attacking people who are stealing from the North Pole.
I doubt that, but okay. We can get near it. I do believe we do need to actually talk to this thing. But
What is he doing?
is there... Do we have a plan? We can't just approach it. I mean, did you see all those weapons that were just sprawled out on the ground?
I'm not worried about it. I'm Santa Claus.
What are you
Okay.
gonna do? Put it in your sack?
Maybe.
Not
I like
gross.
putting stuff in my sack. I'm gonna put you in my sack.
Gross.
Or I'm gonna put myself in your sack. No homo.
Explodicus just explodes.
The doctor looks at Explodicus. I hate to ask you this, but I might need you to explode.
No, I'm going up. I'm going up.
I meant to fight the Yeti if we need to.
I was about to say, why can't we just talk to it?
We're going to try.
Talking always works. Always. Always.
Not always.
Let me believe. Let me have my robotic optimism.
I wish it did, trust me.
Mm.
All right. Marco Polo, he takes out one of the spears. It's a good thing I grabbed one of these before we got in here.
Gee, put that thing down. That thing's scary.
Oh, sorry.
I was just joking, but that'd be just making it funny.
Okay, well, we have Explodicus. We have a spear.
What more can you ask for?
Now then, we can't just land.
Hold on. Can Santa Claus try to pull out a weapon for everybody?
He can try,
I use
yes.
stun gun.
Oh, that's right. You do have that.
I think, yeah.
Avery said Santa Claus game _ die. Result,
Yeah,
2d6,
you have the
3,
taser.
6. Total, 9.
Oh my gosh, I forgot Santa Claus just has a not Santa Claus, Santa Claus just has a Glock.
Oh yeah, Santa does have a clock, doesn't he?
I forgot about that.
Well, I rolled a 9 to try to get a weapon for whoever needs one.
Well, actually, now that I'm looking at all our items, I don't think that was actually needed, because Santa Claus has a Glock, Explodicus has a taser,
And Explodicus.
and then and Explodicus, and then River has the electric taser bat.
Right.
And the doctor's not going to accept a weapon.
No.
I feel like
Yeah.
in most cases, Explodicus would agree, as Explodicus mentioned in the year 2 million or whatever, that not a fan of guns, but you know, that's why that's why he prefers the taser, I guess.
Okay. Here's the plan. We can't just land. That thing is moving right now. We need to see where it's going and try to get there first. Corner it.
I know where it's going.
How?
It's going somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, you have nothing else.
I would like us all to roll ingenuity.
Engine.
Again, no, I refuse.
Avery said the doctor game _ die.
You know what I
Result,
refuse?
2d6, 2, 3. Total, 5. Santa Claus
Seven.
said, roll
I'm getting a
2d6.
lot of 7s.
Avery said Santa Claus game _ die.
Dude, like
Result,
it went from 8
2d6,
to 7.
3, 4.
Oh my god, we have
Total,
7, 8,
7.
9,
River
or
Dawn
yeah, we
said,
have 7,
roll
8, 9,
2d6.
10.
Avery said River Dawn
Wait,
game
7,
_
8,
die.
9?
Result,
That's terrifying.
2d6,
Hope it don't
6,
come after me
4.
next.
Total, 10.
Yeah, well,
Gosh.
luckily 10
Explodicus
is
said,
next.
roll 2d6.
Remember
Avery said
that
Explodicus game
time
_ die.
when that
Result,
was the thing that
2d6,
scared
4,
Jeffy the
4.
most?
Total,
Yeah, that's
8.
why I was referencing.
Time.
He's like, you have the wrong number. It was 6.
You remember when time?
Avery said Viator game
Remember
_
when
die.
time?
Result,
Do you
2d6.
remember
6,
when
6.
time?
Total, 12.
Yes. I had win earlier.
Right now. Oh my
Remember when
gosh.
time was a thing?
Well, I have a feeling Vator knows what to do here.
I think Vader's the only one that's gotten 12.
As the group are trying to look and map this out, Vator just has a hologram of the entire area appear and
Maybe
starts
keep-
zooming in to show where the Yeti is heading. Marco Polo, like, he looks like he's about to have a heart attack looking at that. More North Pole technology. We are very innovative. Yes, quite.
Huh.
So they see where it's going. All right, everyone, we'll have to lean.
No.
Does he do it anyway? He just wanted to say no.
Yeah. Just says no to everything just because he's cold for a robot.
Except for the guy who stopped the music. He said no to him genuinely.
Oh yeah, that was like, I'll kill you later when I get the chance. No, now it's just like I'm annoyed because I have to do something.
I'm so excited for when he shows back up again because I know you're just gonna ignore him again.
If he stops the music, yeah, of course.
Hey, guys, I'll be right
Like,
back.
man, you can
Okay.
keep time going as long as you're playing the music, man.
So, as do Santa Claus and River, do they lean too?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know what I'm leaning on, but I just got back from taking dog out, but I'll lean.
So the group leans, bringing the hot air balloon in the direction that the Yeti is heading. Soon enough, they land. And once they do, they see that where they are, well, for the group, most of the group, it just kind of looks like an old shack. Old wooden, kind of run down shack. But for Santa Claus, he knows this place very well. That's the factory. Or at least what would become the toy factory.
This is the toy factory.
I'm sorry. This, you know, I've seen my fair share of Christmas specials in my day. It never looked like that.
It's the toy factory.
I must say, I have to agree. That doesn't look like any toy factory I've ever seen.
You said the Christmas specials thing. I was thinking about the Doctor Who ones.
Yeah.
Well, come on, I'll take you inside, but we have to be careful because the elves, they may not know you.
Won't know me if they try to attack and explode.
The doctor cautiously gets out of the balloon and he starts going inside.
I guess Santa Claus will follow him. Because Santa Claus never said he was going to go outside. He said he'll take you on a tour. He never said he walked in. So
That's my response. It's just
Is
just took a leap of faith.
Explodicus becoming a Star Wars robot? Just making noises?
Old.
Oh, okay. But but the doctor gave him that scarf.
Yeah. Well. Could have given me the hand warmer. Wait a minute. If he took Vator, could he technically just turn himself into a warmer?
I guess so.
Be awesome. Just
Vator and Explodicus fuse just to turn Explodicus into a heater.
I was gonna say that just Explodicus just farts heat. The entire way. It's like that's just where the heater is for whatever reason.
As they approach the derelict shop, it doesn't look like there's anyone inside. There's no sound, and as the door creaks open as it wasn't even locked, there's no light.
Oh, there's a black hole in here. That's nice.
You see, this is where we make all of our black toys.
I'm sorry, what kind?
Our black toys, you know, black cars, black trucks, black baby dolls.
Why?
What about the rest of them?
Well, there's a room for those too.
That? All right.
I might actually just explode.
Explodicus, do you have like a light function?
You know, there's a light switch right there beside you. There's a light switch right beside you, Doctor.
Doctor, he feels for it, and he does feel a pulley
Avery said
for a light.
Explodicus game_die.
As he pulls
Result,
it down and the light
2d6,
turns
4,
on,
2.
Oh,
they
Total,
can
I
see. Oh, you did.
Yeah.
That was a 6.
Oh, well, I'll just say that they turn on at the same time. They then see. Well, they're not elves, but they see people. Various people, all knocked out, seemingly.
I was about to say,
Sprawled out on the floor.
Are they of the dead variety? The best, if I do say so myself.
We don't know.
I also love how the group hasn't still caught on that he's not the real Santa Claus.
All right, I'm back.
The elves are of the knocked out variety.
The
Honestly,
doctor
that's weird.
approaches. He feels the pulse. Huh. Well, they're not dead, but they're extremely cold.
Oof, that is. I mean, I'm not really surprised. I mean, unless we were saying that they had some sort of like internal heating thing, whatever.
Marco Polo goes inside and looks. This is just like the other symptoms. He starts flipping through his journal and he shows the group. Look, all of these creatures that have ever come in contact with somebody leave them in some sort of comatose state, just like this.
Well, maybe if we could wake them up, maybe we could get some answers.
Essentially. I mean,
Not
you'd
sure
have to wait a
how.
while.
First, we should probably try to warm them up.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing we can do.
Is there any fire around? A fireplace, maybe?
Can Santa Claus, like, since everyone knows he's magical, can he try to secretly pull out just a campfire? Like everything you need to start a fire?
You know what? Yes, but you'll have to roll for it.
Amazing.
Avery said Santa Claus game_die.
Well,
Result,
yeah, he does it.
2d6, 4, 5. Total, 9.
Then again, I picture him going, oh, yes, I need that. Okay, cool. I need that too. I need that. Oh, and I definitely need this. Okay. Now, where were we?
Somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Sounds like your mom's house.
If the workshop is my mom's house, then yes.
No, I was saying that out of game.
As the doctor, or as Santa Claus pulls out the fire, the stuff for the campfire,
He just pulls out like a fireball.
the doctor uses it to actually start a fire. And as he does, the group then feel a chill coming from behind.
Oh, no. I'm so scared.
I'm not scared. Hello there.
You should be scared, though.
As he turns around, he sees the monstrous white-furred beast with a face that is gray in color, with two large snaggle teeth sticking out from its bottom jaw, red glowing eyes, and a large, broad physique, almost like that of a gorilla.
How have you been, Bessie?
You should not be here.
I mean,
Yes, sir.
I shouldn't be here. I'm freezing.
Actually, we were here on important business. We're not here to steal or harm anything in the land.
I am asking you to leave, but if
Oh,
you
well, I
don't...
Can
Hey,
Santa
hey,
Claus
man.
try to pull out a present, give to him?
Roll.
Avery said Santa Claus game _ die. Result,
Yeah,
2d6,
Here it is.
5, 1. Total, 6.
I don't have an inspiration either.
The doctor pulls out a stuffed Yeti, like a Yeti plush. The Yeti looks at it. As he takes it in his hand, it freezes over, and he drops it, causing it to shatter on the floor.
You're really not nice.
Please tell me that this place is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Because we're going to have to run.
Yep, let's run.
It's looking like it.
Do we have to roll?
We do. Now
Avery
this
said
is
Santa Claus game
going to
_
be
die. Result, 2d6,
oh boy,
4,
is this
4.
going to use
Total,
strength?
8.
Dave, did you roll?
No, this would use coordination, which is still not good for me.
Avery said
Santa
Riverdon
has
game
good
_die.
coordination.
Result,
Santee, I mean.
2d6.
Oh, okay, never
6,
mind.
6. Total, 12.
I guess the
doctor
doctor
said,
is just
roll
like
2d6.
booking
Avery
it.
said the doctor game _ die. Result,
Not
2d6,
as much as River, though.
6,
River is
5.
just like turning
Total,
into Sonic
11.
the Hedgehog.
He's Avery.
Avery said Explodicus game _ die. Result,
And you know what?
2d6, 1, 5. Total,
Last ditch effort,
6.
I just explode.
Well, hey, your coordination is a 4, so it's not terrible.
Yeah, that makes sense.
At least you're not stupid.
Yeah.
At least you don't think your right is your left and your left is upside down.
My left is upside down though. When I'm exploded.
You know, speaking of exploding, I seen a Lego Creeper commercial, and you can rebuild it and watch it explode over and over.
I'm gonna build it and watch you explode over and over.
I'm not gonna finish that.
As
Also-
the group start just running as fast as they can, the doctor and River especially, they start running down past all of the people. The doctor making sure to look at each one as he runs by. He is planning to get them out of here. Explodicus, however, was not as lucky. He was trying to keep up with the group, but just as he was about to go into the next room with the others, his leg is grabbed by the Yeti.
Hey, that's mean.
Yeah.
You don't belong here.
I mean, you're technically right, but at the same
Yeah, I
time,
mean-
I'm supposed to be in space, so
We're here to go to Donut
Rival
Hole.
hard
We're going
target.
to the Donut Hole, and then we'll get out of here.
trust me, pal.
Does
want nothing to do with you.
Explodicus want to try the taser?
Mm. Yeah, just give me a second though.
If not,
What
if
do
not, I'll
you
use my
want?
Glock.
Well, other than us getting out of here, like, what is your main goal? What is your purpose? Well, I talk like you're a robot, but I'm the robot. Don't mind that. Like, what is it that you want?
I will need you to roll for presence to see if the Yeti will answer.
If you would be so very kind.
Avery said Explodicus game _die. Result 2d6. 5.
What is
2.
your presence?
Total 7.
That is your presence. Okay.
4.
Yeah.
Oh, my awareness is a 3. That's not good.
They are here in order to fulfill my destiny. They are going to free me of this curse.
Who is they?
He gestures to all the people that are passed out.
And what's your curse? Or whatever you said it was.
You're going to have to roll presence again.
Hey, get it? Presents, North Pole, Santa Claus.
Avery said Explodicus game _die. Result 2d6.
I'm not
1,
letting my kid
5.
watch SML.
Total 6.
Makes sense. Yeah, I don't blame him. Or I don't blame you. Especially not new SML. I watched one of their videos this week because I was curious. I'm like, man, this sucks.
Yeah, like they've actually went downhill. That's why you should subscribe to the Mickey Mouse Plush House.
The Yeti looks angrily at Explodicus. I do not need to explain myself. No one will help me anyway.
Well, we want to help.
I would. Why do you think we're here, my friend?
To hunt me down like everyone else?
No.
What good can we get from that? Like,
Before
Can Santa Claus interrupt?
before he can, okay, before he does, and before the Yeti can respond, Marco Polo is coming out of the room that the others ran into with the spear. It looks like he's about to throw it. Now, Santa Claus, you can try to stop him if you want.
Yes, I want to.
Roll.
Avery said Santa Claus game _die. Roll 2d6.
Ooh, yeah.
2d6. 5.
Sorry.
4.
Marco Polo!
Total 9.
Stop!
He grabs onto the spear. But it's going to attack your friend!
It's all right. We're going to help him. It's not for what you think. He's under a curse.
The doctor is looking. A curse. He then turns on the light in the room that they're in, and he can see what looks to be some sort of craft set. There's small hammers, there's a bunch of wood. It's almost like he's trying to make them make toys. And that is where we will end the session.